Hello and thanks for joining us for this edition of the Newsfeed. I'm Colleen Henneberry.
And I'm Duncan Wygand. With the fall semester kicking into high gear here at Virginia Tech, many are beginning to voice their displeasure with overcrowding on campus, an issue that has become all too familiar with most here in Blacksburg. It's not surprising to see a scene like this if you are a student here in Blacksburg, crowded bus stops and packed sidewalks in between classes. The school received over 47,000 undergraduate applications last year, a 4.4% increase from the previous year. Of that pool, Virginia Tech selected over 25,000 students, officials say. Officials say they only expect those numbers to rise. With high admissions and high turnover rates in key student services like Blacksburg Transit and dining halls, many workers are left searching for answers.
Say peak hours is probably 30 minutes at a time. In terms of like rushes, it'll just be back-to-back orders. The screen will be full, stickers will be printing out.
With dining halls being understaffed to start the semester and only 2 bus routes per stop, frustrations among the students have only began to compound, and many are letting their opinions be heard online. Virginia Tech, however, is no stranger to overcrowding. The school came under scrutiny in 2018 and 2019 when they overadmitted students. As of now, only time will tell when or if Tech comes up with a solution to the problem.
Virginia Tech recently opened the Data and Decision Science building on campus, and it has already become a hub for business and finance students this semester. However, a lack of communication and current construction have soured the excitement for some. Newsfeed reporter Gabriel Phillipson has more on this topic.
As of August 24th, the Virginia Tech campus has gained a new and innovative building to house classes. The Data and Decision Sciences building, or D&DS for short, is a new classroom building where several finance, engineering, and business classes are taught. It is located on the corner of West Campus Drive and Prices Fork Road, a fair distance away from a majority of the other classroom buildings on campus. Plus, construction in the area and the destruction of pre-existing parking lots mean that students like Ben McCracken are frustrated by the long walk to class.
Far from all the other study buildings and the classes, it's pretty far from the dorms, so walking over here is a hike. It's worth the walk, but the walk is pretty difficult.
Another interesting factor is the lack of buzz around the building's completion. There are many reports from when construction started in March 2021, but only a single Instagram post from VT Facilities in the time since the building became open. Inside, between the large auditorium classrooms and a ticker stock market screen, is a place as new to students as it is Professor Jacob Short.
It just feels more modern, to be honest. I think that's the biggest feeling difference. So it kind of gives the feel of modernity and also energy. So it just feels it's just a breath of fresh air compared to the other buildings.
With classes underway for roughly 3 weeks already, it looks like the Data and Decision Sciences building will be a hub for business-minded undergraduates and a sign of what Virginia Tech wants to promote into the future. Reporting for the Newsfeed, I'm Gabriel Phillipson.
Next up, a significant transformation is underway on the Virginia Tech campus as Randolph Hall faces demolition. Newsfeed reporter Jamie Walters has the story.
The end of an era is coming for Randolph Hall. After 67 years, the mechanical engineering building is scheduled to get demolished. X's mark the doors of each cleared-out room, many of which have nothing but chairs and tables left behind. Others have trash remaining in them. The building, which houses multiple classrooms and faculty spaces, is set to be torn down beginning in January 2024. The university plans to use the land to begin constructing Mitchell Hall, which is set to be completed in 2027. Virginia Tech engineering student DJ Camara shares his thoughts about Randolph Hall and its upcoming replacement.
This needs to be renovated, and a lot more classes go on in here in just mechanical engineering that I think we could put in.
While classes are still ongoing in Randolph, faculty, staff, graduate student offices, and research labs were relocated over the summer. They've been moved to 11 different locations, including the VT Corporate Research Center, Blacksburg Industrial Park, the Gilbert Street Complex, Surge Building, new classroom building, McBride Hall, and the new Data and Decision Sciences building. While many are excited for this transition, there are a few mourning the loss of the building. Professor Daniel Valva, a former Virginia Tech student, shared his thoughts.
I had a lot of classes in here actually like my freshman and sophomore year, and so It'll be sad, I suppose, to see it go.
The university assures the demolition has been thoroughly planned and that students shouldn't worry about lack of classroom space in the future. They should, however, get ready for the upcoming Randolph send-off, October 13th. The send-off will offer current and former Hokies the chance to say a final goodbye. Reporting for the newsfeed, I'm Jamie Walters.
Just ahead on the newsfeed, the infamous Slusher Tower gets a new renovation.
And accessibility spaces meant for children is important. How will newly redesigned playground in Blacksburg impact the community? That story and more after this break.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Welcome back to the newsfeed. I'm Colleen Henneberry. In a move that's generating debate, an increasing number of universities have decided to ban TikTok from their networks and campus Wi-Fi, with Virginia Tech being one of them. When connecting into the school Wi-Fi Uterome, the TikTok app will show that connection is unavailable. With its restrictions as campus Wi-Fi, university admins and staff are hoping that students will be less tempted to spend hours scrolling through videos on campus. And there are rising concerns for potential data breaches and security instability associated while using the TikTok app. However, this decision came with some backlash from the students as they believe blocking access to TikTok violates their freedom of expression and access to information. And it raises the question of how they are able to cut off access and what else can they ban via the school's Wi-Fi.
So when you're accessing a website through the university Wi-Fi, your website address turns into an IP address through a domain name system server. The university system administrators can block specific DNSs, so anything that has to do with TikTok, and they can filter out IP addresses specifically related to TikTok Wi-Fi servers.
Despite the debate banning TikTok through university Wi-Fi, it's as simple as that. Universities across the nation are continuing to ban TikTok via their Wi-Fi, and they can also ban other applications using the school Wi-Fi with a click of a button.
Virginia Tech Residential Experience announced on their Instagram the completion of renovations in Slusher Hall. The renovations occurred in the tower portion of Slusher due to a flood last fall. School executives voted in May to approve a $7.5 million worth of repairs to Slusher Hall last October. A sprinkler system burst on the 11th floor and went all the way down to the first floor of the tower. The flooding caused major damage to the dorm's infrastructure. According to a resolution passed by the university's Board of Visitors Executive Committee, 38,000 square feet of the building needed to be repaired. Construction began in mid-May to meet the university's requirement for fall move-in, with the majority of the repairs completed at the beginning of the semester.
There's damage to the interior walls. There's damage to the interior, like lighting, and just like parts of the wall were like being bloated because of just water damage. That's what happens. It starts to get separated from like the structure.
Each student's room in the next few years. Virginia Tech plans to demolish Slusher Hall with replacement beds expected to be built during the first phase of the university's newly planned Student Life Village. The village will replace the over 600 beds lost in the demolition.
A new playground opened earlier this summer in the New River Valley. Newsfeed reporter Ava Dorn joins us live to tell us more.
The hand-in-hand playground is not just a park where your child can come and play, but it has also become a place for parents to walk down memory lane. The hand-in-hand playground finished its redesign May 30th, 2023, just in time for summer. The redesign was necessary due to the old playground using real wood in the original design. This left more room for rotted wood and splinters than playing pirates and princesses. Blacksburg Parks and Recreation Director Dean Crane spent time reaching out to the community to ensure a fresh start for the hand-in-hand playground.
It's totally different. You know, it is not like any other playground you see in the area. It's not the steel and plastic slides and, you know, just a traditional playground by any means. It's much more creative in the flow of what a child does when they're out there.
The company who built the original playground, Leathers & Associates, handled the project yet again. Crafting the new design for this playground was tricky since this park holds so many memories. The hand-in-hand playground has been a part of the Blacksburg community for 30 years. It was important when it came to its redesign that it still captured that same feeling. This quote-unquote feeling comes from those who have played before, meaning parents who used to swing from the monkey bars are now helping their children down from them. The community has shown love to this playground by purchasing a picket. This allows you to have your name on the fence surrounding the playground and goes towards maintaining it.
It does have the history. Even though we rebuilt it, it has a lot of flavor of the old one. And then, of course, the pickets tie it together. So now we're getting parents who were a child 30 years ago and have their picket as a kid. Their children are now getting pickets and they want them together. Those type of things. So intergenerational.
The hand-in-hand playground has become a place for parents to remember their childhood and for the kids to enjoy theirs. Enjoy the fall Blacksburg weather and check out the hand-in-hand playground. I'm Ava Dorn reporting for the news feed. Back to you in the studio.
If you have a story idea for the newsfeed, let us know. Send us an email at thenewsfeednrv@gmail.com, or you can connect with the newsfeed on our socials. Thank you for watching. I'm Duncan Wygant.
And I'm Colleen Henneberry.